1963 Ford Fairlane 500 two-door hardtop here at Unique, especially in classics. And yes, real deal Fairlane 500, actually body code of 65A on the data plate, I'll tell you that. And I'll tell you where to see that data plate in the still pictures here in just a bit. First of all, underneath the hood, 351 Windsor, approximately 600 miles on the engine. Automatic transmission paired up with that C4 automatic transmission, and power brakes. Let's take a look at the chrome in the front bumper, bright work as far as the grille, headlight bezels. There is some pitting on that chrome bumper, as you can kind of see. Point some of that out. Paint reminds me of like red fire metallic in a Mustang color, so kind of a burgundy metallic. Fiberglass hood. This hood does latch as well as have the hood pins, as you can see. And there are a few spots where it's kind of etched. Overall, hey, still has a very nice shine to it. There's just a few kind of little imperfections where it's etched, but don't get me wrong, this car has a good look to it. Nice shine. Check out the still pictures. You're going to be able to see it from every angle: undersides, interior, engine bay, trunk. Still pictures can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. It's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Riding on American Racing, polished 5-spoke wheels. You can see disc brakes up front. Brakes are 75% in the front, remaining 75% in the rear. And the technician did note on the radial tires, they will need attention sooner or later. They're getting up there in age and got a little weathering going on to them. Take a look down this passenger side. You can see it's really free of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. And again, the paint has a nice shine to it. Chestnut interior. I believe this would have been called back in '63. Bench seat. You can see B&M shifter on the floor, a few aftermarket gauges. We're going to get around to the driver's side, start it up, let you hear it run. If you stick around to the very end of this video, Jason's going to take it for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. You're also going to notice that that rear window is tinted, so is the side glass. So check out the still pictures. I have the still pictures with the windows up. Know your local and state laws as far as percentage of window tint that you can have. It is darker. Dual exhaust. There you can see the chrome in the rear bumper. Bright work around the tail lights, below the deck lid. A few notes from the technician that looked at this car. Battery is 2024, so newer battery in it. Brakes straight, brakes nice. It told you the remaining brake percentages. Does have new rear wheel cylinders. Speedo does read a little bit fast, and he said there were some seeps as far as powertrain, but nothing out of the ordinary. This car is driven, like I said, about 1,000 miles on it. Excuse me, a little over 600 miles on it since the 350 was rebuilt. Does have Hedman headers, a rebuilt Holley 4-barrel carb, newer battery and fuel pump, newer starter and alternator, and there is a miscellaneous envelopes of receipts that will go along with this. Has an aftermarket Kenwood stereo in it that is working. Let's take a look down this driver's side. Again, you can see the paint really free of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. If you like Fairlanes, maybe the 60s Fords in general, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you're going to see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. The videos are uploaded daily, and when these videos are uploaded, the vehicles in them are available to purchase, and that can be done online or right off our showroom floor. Let's take a look at the interior. Now you can see I got the rubber flame floor mat down there. You'll see the carpet underneath in the still pictures. So check those still pictures out. There's a good look at the door panel. And of course, here is your data plate, door tag. And you'll be able to see that in the still pictures if you want to do any decoding. So vinyl seats. We do have a little wear down here in the bottom of the front one. Back doesn't look too bad. Again, I believe this would have been an original chestnut interior color. That is the trim tag. Has 39 on it, I believe it was, and that is chestnut. Let's go ahead and fire this up. There is a electric fan switch underneath the
key.
Wipers do work. Radio does work. Leave the seat. Let's see here. There we go.
Others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation.
Full aftermarket tack is working. Battery gauge. Temp gauge, that was a cold start, so I wouldn't expect that to be up. There, focused, and oil pressure gauge. So here's all the gauges are working. Fuel gauge came up also over here. Get it warmed up. Visors in place. Headliner looks good. Couple 6x9s, it looks like, on the rear deck. That door closes very nicely, and listen to this, we got a little rumble. That Windsor sounds pretty stout. All right, let me get this hood open, propped up. We'll check out the engine bay, and then, like I said, stick around to the very end. Jason's going to take it for a drive. All right, there's a good look underneath the fiberglass hood. And there it is, nice, clean engine bay. So you can see headers, you can tell this is newer build underneath the hood. Looks like new master cylinder brake booster. This is nicely done. Ford Racing valve covers, and again, that Holly floor barrel on there. Aluminum radiator. It has a pusher fan, an electric fan, and also one from behind, mechanical puller. It's a nice looking engine bay. There you go, folks. 1963 Ford Fairlane 500 two-door hardtop. Number to call, 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com. And yes, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt, gas it. Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1963 Ford Fairlane. With that iconic hood, amazing sound, and this car is ready to race or just have some fun in the street. Now the speedometer does read a little high, I believe. It says 60, feels a little bit slower than that. Check our retail report for the proper gauge functionality. Now our temperature gauge is not working in the triple gauge set or on the factory gauge, but the rest of them are working well. The temperature, the oil pressure, I'm sorry, is 60 psi. The RPM showing 2,000 as we cruise down the road here from Sport Comp on a tachometer below the dash. The battery's charging at 12 volts and the fuel gauge reads 1/4 of a tank. We have a Kenwood stereo. Nice road feel to this car. Little slack in the steering, as is to be expected. But the interior, there's a small tear in the passenger door panel. Other than that, I'm looking at the interior, it's quite nice. Good colors. B&M shifter right here on the floor for the automatic transmission. Brakes well, brakes smooth. The wipers work, the blower motor works, throwing a little heat today. As you can see, it is winter in Minnesota, but since we wash our vehicles, we can do these driving videos for you. plenty of power. Tires break free nearly immediately, and that was dry pavement right there. If you can it. If you take it easy, it's easily streetable. It is a fun, fast car. Check out all the pictures of this 63 Ford Fairlane at uniqueclassiccars.com.